Bitcoin futures. Is it going to ruin Bitcoin? We do not know. A lot of people have been selling their Bitcoin, getting alternative coins such as Litecoin, Ethereum. They're scared, they're shook, they don't know what to do. But I'm Brandon Young. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I teach you how to make multiple streams of income, baby. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's get this video to 30 likes. It helps me out so much. Please get this video to 30 likes. Now, Bitcoin futures is something that I'm not really familiar with. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm an expert on it, but I've been hearing a lot about it in media, so I kind of wanted to educate you guys basically on what I know from it. So I watched a video earlier and it basically talked about Bitcoin futures, and it gave a pretty good example. It talked about a corn farmer and a cereal company. Now, the main goal for a corn farmer is to sell their corn at a high price, and the main goal for a cereal company is to buy that corn at a low price so they can make the maximum amount of profit. Now, in between, we have what we heard is a Bitcoin futures contract. Now, the contract basically is an agreement between the two that no matter how low the price is or no matter how high the price is, they can like negotiate on a price so, you know, prices don't go too high. And this basically helps like consumers, because if we go into the supermarket and we try to buy cereal, now depending on that week, if corn was actually at a higher price for that week, if they didn't negotiate some type of contract out, that will equal the cereal being a higher price because it has to compensate for that corn being higher. So then they would have to sell their cereal higher. So that's why you don't see prices fluctuate all the time. They kind of stay at one specific price. That's the gist that I got from it, which I think is a great idea. Also, Bitcoin futures, I feel, is a way for investors to get into it, because right now there's not really that much ways to make money from Bitcoin besides, you know, buying and holding it. A lot of investors want to short the Bitcoin and do a whole types of stuff to it. But at the time, there's nothing really like that, and a lot of investors don't want to get involved with Bitcoin because they just feel it's risky. So Wall Street, I guess, came up with Bitcoin futures, just a way to manipulate their own coin, I guess. You know, the governments and all that, they want to get their hands on Bitcoin or profit from it in some way, so this is their way of doing it. Now, we have an article here about Bitcoin futures. It's coming this weekend. It actually comes out tomorrow. Now, basically, this is how Bitcoin has been moving the last couple of days, weeks. It had a high of 18,464 this month. It went down to as little as $5,868. Now, why Bitcoin futures was actually created, I think investors, or like Wall Street investors, feel that Bitcoin itself is too volatile. Basically what it means is it fluctuates too much. Traditional stocks do not fluctuate that much. They don't really go up and down in price like 1,000% like you see Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin has been going up tremendously. We've never seen something like this. We've never seen something that 1 month is 5,000 and next month is like 18K. Like, that does not happen traditionally. Do you see how long it took Amazon as a company to grow from as little as $40 to 1,200 a share? I think, if they even go up that high. But you see how long it took them to do just that. We've seen Bitcoin go up from 5,000 this year to as high as $18,464. Like, that's crazy. So this is why Bitcoin futures was pretty much created. They feel it's too volatile, and they feel it's a way, I guess, to control Bitcoin. They feel with the Bitcoin futures, it will kind of control Bitcoin and tame the wild beasts that Bitcoin is. But I don't think that's gonna happen. What my general thoughts are, Bitcoin futures is just going to help Bitcoin grow, I think, at a higher pace. And this is why. First off, we see that Bitcoin is at 15K right now. That's not considering that a lot of people are not really familiar with Bitcoin yet. Now that it's been in news a lot more, as you can see with one of the cryptocurrencies, IOTA, it started at little as 20 cents, and the media started talking about it. And as soon as the media started talking about it, the price exploded. It went to about $5.20 in about 2 to 3 days, which doesn't seem like a lot of money, but from 20 cents to $5.20, people who bought it at 20 cents, they're literally getting like almost 1,000, 2,000% on their investment, which is crazy. So things like that. The media, I feel, is going to control what happens with Bitcoin futures. If the media portrays it in a good way, a lot of people are going to be more familiar with Bitcoin futures. They're going to invest in that. But not only are they going to invest in Bitcoin futures, they're going to invest in Bitcoin as a whole as well. And that will just cause Bitcoin to grow even more. That's my thoughts on it. So I'm not a professional investor, none of that, a financial advisor. If you want to take my advice, take it, don't take it. But right now, Bitcoin is low, relatively low. I think it's at about 14,000, 15,000 right now. My honest thoughts are, I think you should probably go and buy some more Bitcoin, because I feel it's not going to stop going up. It's just having a little rough patch because people are getting scared about Bitcoin futures. My honest opinion is to invest in both of them, because Bitcoin does not really go down low that much. So if it does have a time when it goes down low, I feel like you should go in and get in it. Those are my personal thoughts about Bitcoin futures. Do what you want to do with the information, but I'm going to be investing in both of those. I would say to try to invest, diversify. Don't only invest in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, I guess, the transaction fees for it right now are really high because it's really demanded. I would try to get some of these other coins that are like Litecoin, that's 154 right now. It has potential to grow to 4K next year. I would get involved in that because $152 is relatively small for a coin that has potential to go to 4,000. You buy one or two coins, you make about $7,500 by next year. So that's something you should do. Try to look and about these other alternative coins. Don't only put all your eggs in one basket. There's a lot of good companies backing these coins. IOTA is a good coin, recently backed by Microsoft. We have Decentraland. They have some good information about them. Litecoin. I don't really mess with Ethereum that much. Just my personal take on it. But if you want to get involved with Ethereum, you can do that. But just do your research. There's another one called Einsteinanium. Basically about scientific research and funding scientific research and all that. Has a really good story behind it. Just when you see these coins, do your research, read about them. Don't just put your money in blindly, because a lot of these coins are just fake. They're old pump and dumps. They just want you to invest your money. They take it and they run off in the wind. So yeah, like and subscribe. Get this video to 30 likes. Go make it multiple streams of income, baby. Let me know what you are going to do tomorrow with Bitcoin futures. Are you going to buy some? Are you just going to stay away from it and just invest in Bitcoin? Or are you just going to buy some alternative coins? Let me know. See you later. Peace.